I have the pleasure of once again inviting the Vice President of Marketing for Dabur India, Mr. Rajiv John. So I'd like to welcome him on the screen. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. John. And I'm going to leave the screen to you. Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening. Sir, so I'm going to leave the screen and the stage, the virtual stage is all yours. We'd love to hear a few words from you.
Yeah, sure. I don't have a formal presentation in place, but what I can tell you, given the context of these awards, is how Dabur has been, driven by the purpose that our entire motto and our vision as an organization is to be dedicated to the health and well-being of families and households across the world. So I think somewhere the COVID context and the fact that we have been in the healthcare industry for more than 135 years now, and we are probably one of the oldest Indian-bred and Indian-born FMCG companies, I think gave us a very, very good platform to be able to adjust ourselves and repurpose ourselves to the to following our motto even better. So I think I don't have a given to give an. I don't think I need to give an introduction to Dabur as an organization to this audience. You know that we operate across a plethora of categories, be it health, be it hygiene, be it personal care, home care, and classical Ayurveda. And we have a history spanning 135 years. Given the context, I think while our purpose was very clear in our minds, but the pandemic gave us an opportunity to build our credentials even better, and for a change, while all organizations work towards profit and to increase shareholder value, I think we were able to repurpose ourselves beyond just profits and beyond just increasing the shareholder value, and try and become a far bigger organization in terms of the way we approach the entire COVID. So I'll just quickly take you through the journey. I mean, within a week of the pandemic starting off, we regrouped as an organization, of course, from our homes. We were probably one of the first organizations to start up our factories and start our entire sales of front-end sales operations, obviously with all due approvals from the authorities. And I must say that, in times of COVID, we did get a lot of cooperation from various authorities, whether it was the regulatory bodies or it was the police personnel or it was hospitals. So with their help, we were able to start up very quickly, and we realized there were a lot of health and hygiene products that we could launch using our existing facilities. And I am very proud to say, that coming together as a full team across functions within the organization, we were able to launch products like hand sanitizers within a span of 11 days from start to at least reaching the warehouse. Probably the market reaching the market took another few days, but I think that was the fastest turnaround that I have ever seen for a new product, even in my career. So that was just a beginning. And over a period of 3.5 months, we launched 40 new products. And our entire focus was to, concentrate on two big pillars. The first was health, in which we launched many products relevant to the COVID context. For example, tulsi drops to build immunity, haldi drops, amla juices enriched with vitamin C, again to build immunity, giloy neem tulsi juice, giloy ras, giloy ghanvati, aloe vera juice, wheatgrass juice, and many such products in the health space. And the other pillar was hygiene. And even in that, like I said, hand sanitizers, face masks, N95 masks, sanitized liquid, sanitized soap, germ protection range, and sanitization range of floor cleaners, surface cleaners, surface disinfectant sprays. And we were also one of the first to launch an air sanitizer, which as a category did not exist in India. So while there were other players launching similar products, but we are probably even now the first and the only air sanitizer which can kill germs. So the point I'm trying to make is coming together as an organization, defining a very clear purpose that we will provide as much of support as possible in terms of our expertise, which is making products through innovation and providing and doing the entire turnaround as quickly as possible, and reach the market so that the consumers have access to these products and they stay protected. So one of the challenges obviously we faced was the markets were not open. We didn't have access to transportation. So we also deployed a lot of innovative ways to reach people. Our entire Ayurvedic healthcare team started doing RW activations and carrying the products themselves to societies, and directly explaining the benefits of the products and allowing consumers to buy it on site. In addition, we tied up with many of these food aggregators like Swiggy, Zomato, and we were listed on their menus as well and on their service lists. We reached out into villages through rural vans, where we knew that access was a big difficult even for the consumer. So multiple approaches to ensure that we are able to service the consumer need instantly and as quickly as possible. The other was to even reach the retail outlet. There were obviously many logistical issues at that point of time. So with a very clear approach, we started off a retailer app. We allowed retailers to order their products through WhatsApp. We also set up a call center so that we were able to supply, take orders and directly over phone without the salesman having to visit the retailers, and ensured that the supplies happen during the post-lockdown hours. So I think the broad point that I'm trying to make is, as an organization, there are times, and obviously pandemic was one which allows you to, reassess yourself completely and see yourself in a new light. And I think we have also been on a discovery of ourselves as an organization, that, the kind of resilience we have, the kind of purpose we have, and the fact that, we have such wonderful employees who, whether in factories or in sales or in logistics, across other functions, coming together so quickly to understand the fact that, there is a broader play here, and there is a way that we can gratify the consumer needs, which are so important and life-saving at this point of time. So I think that's broadly what I wanted to put forward in terms of how we build this purpose behind brand Dabur once again. And we hope to continue this route of innovations. We continue to see ways and means of improving consumers' life, both in the personal care and the healthcare space, in whatever way possible, so that they stay protected. That broadly is the message that I had to give.
Thank you so much, Mr. John, and such a fresh breath of air when we listen to a brand like Dabur, who's done so much during the COVID.
Khyati, I can't hear you.
I'm so sorry. Can you hear me now, Mr. John? I would like to welcome here Noor to join me on screen. Noor
Hi,
had a couple of... Hi, Noor. Welcome.
Mr. John, can you hear us now? Are you able to hear us now, sir? I think he still can't hear us.
Yes, I think there is some technical problem, but Noor, I think we should move forward. And here I would like to invite on screen for the station which will follow. I would like to invite Mr. Joji George, founder GoNuts.com, and also the president of Exchange for Media Group, Mr. Sunil Kumar. And while they join us, may I now request our team to play the Dabur AV, please. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome.
तू बाटे आशाएं लाखों में, तुझसे जगती उम्मीदें आंखों में। तू है तो नामुमकिन भी आसान लगता है, तू हाथ जो थामे तो भरोसा जगता है। इस जंग की तू जीत का कलाम है, तू है
थाम के जिसकी उंगली, बचपन पग पग दिया सहारा, अंदर से दी शक्ति, ओ घर संसार सवारा। जिसने दी भारत को ताकत, आयुर्वेद से उजियारा। रग रग में भारत, पग पग में भारत, हम है भारत के और भारत है हमारा।
So, congratulations firstly to Dabur and Mr. John here. I would like I hope he can hear us now. Mr. John, can you hear us?
Yeah, you're audible. Absolutely, loud and clear.
Thank God. We actually had some questions for you also, but I just want to also join Shati in welcoming Joji over here. Hi, Joji.
Hello, hi. It's a pleasure to be here, and Mr. John and the entire Dabur team. A warm congratulations, not only from the team Go Nuts. We're very very proud to follow you and follow your marketing plans and your aspirations of being a purposeful brand, and that's something that we aspire to be as well.
Yes, absolutely. And that is why the PuRe Award, it makes perfect sense. I did have a question, and we do have you for 10 minutes. And now that you can finally hear us, is it all right, everybody, if I throw a question at him? Why
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. I'm being nice. Mr. John, you kind of mentioned it when we were talking about it, but actually for people like us, it was really surprising that the products and variants, and I think it was more than 50 products and variants that Dabur launched within a very short window after the COVID pandemic took over, and this very significantly contributed to your growth numbers. I wanted to understand from ideation to implementation, what really went in between? How did you get it? How did you have to turn around this fast?
Well, I'll be honest. On the 23rd of March, we didn't obviously have this path, charted so clearly. But we realized we had to grow into a huddle and decide what to do. Obviously, the first reaction is being human beings, is fight or flight. So flight seems to be the first one where people said, let's shut down operations. How do we reach retailers? There's so much of risk. And at that point of time, honestly, our understanding of this pandemic was at such an immature stage, so it took us 2-3 days, honestly, to reach some sort of a consensus. But one thing was very clear, and as you know, we have a new leadership within Dabur across many levels, including our CEO, Mr. Mohit Malhotra. So I think he also drives a huge sense of purpose into all of us. So we regrouped and we said there are challenges to doing business in a regular way, but can we genuinely, and look, we have the wherewithal at the back end to be the best healthcare company in the world. I mean, we have geared ourselves to do that for the last 135 years. So we said, what are the various aspects of health that we can immediately, address, given our current capabilities as manufacturers, as procurement experts in various fields. And obviously, what came to mind was hand sanitizers. To be honest, that was the first project that showed us the way. And like I said, 13 days, the product was in our warehouses and was being shipped to all the distributors. I do not recall the actual time is 11 days, but I'm saying 13 because it took some time to ship to the distributors. I think that one purpose, that one product innovation, sort of showed us the way that the turnaround time that a typical FMCG company takes, which could be 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. I've seen product launches happening in 3 years, new product launches. we realized honestly every myth could be busted if if you decide on a purpose, and that showed us the way. And immediately then storming and thinking what else could we do, and that's how the slew of products that you see. A lot of it was driven by the Ministry of Ayush, because they were giving recommendations every day, and that was also giving us ideas in terms of how to quickly upscale whatever they were prescribing for improving immunity. And lastly, like I said, the coming together of teams. You understand resilience in the true sense, and only when when the situation is a crisis, and that really helped get all our people together on board to.
Oh, did we lose him, or is it just me?
No, I think because of connection issue, we lost him there.
Today is a bad connectivity day per se.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Weekend. It's the weekend, and we can just blame it on the weekend.
Oh yes, it is a Friday. We have no idea what day of the week is when. Sunil sir is also here. Hi, Sunil sir.
Hello, I know.
Did you get to see the Dabur winning entry? By the way, did you get to see the body of their work?
Yeah.
And he's back. You're back.
Welcome back, Mr. John.
Sorry, I think I lost the connection for a brief moment. I'm really sorry.
No worries, no worries. You were explaining to us about everything falling together finally when the product was in the after the warehouse shoot, the 13-day period, and how purpose allows you to grow if you have a good purpose or the proper purpose.
Correct. So I think I almost said everything that I wanted to say in terms of answering your question when the connection broke.
I'm obliged. I'm going to get Khyati now to do her thing again.
Absolutely. Now that we also know that Dabur India has won the BW PuRe Awards, I'd like Mr. George and Mr. Kumar, who will be joining us on screen shortly, to congratulate Mr. John and the team of Dabur.
Joji, you go first.
Yes. Again, Mr. John, on behalf of Business World, and I think this is a very, very should I say, illustrious moment for you, because in spite of the COVID, in spite of all the challenges, you have come out both to show everybody a blazing trail as far as marketing and leadership is concerned, and building a purposeful and resilient brand. And on behalf of the entire team and all the people who are viewing this this event, I'd like to wish you and the team the heartiest congratulations, and we hope to see you many more times on platforms like this and awards like this.
Thank you, Joji, and congratulations, Rajiv. I would particularly, everything has been said by Noor and by Joji, but I would really like to congratulate you for staying with the purpose that you've set for yourself, which is about, a high quality in Ayurveda, natural products. In fact, I'm glad you don't use the word Ayurveda too much, because that has certain other connotations, but you've stayed with high quality natural products, COVID or no COVID, all your innovations the basis remains like we will use the natural resources as far as possible. And you've talked about personal life, you've talked about improving health of families, right? All your products involve the entire family, right? Where so bringing those values, keeping that communication on with all communication that you do, and overall increasing the sense of being in touch with nature. There's never a product, I've never seen a product that Dabur does and it doesn't have a natural angle to it. So congratulations for doing that. So that really makes this award to be very well deserved. Congratulations once again.
Yes, sir. Congratulations from all of us, and we'd love to hear a few words from you.
Yeah. So on behalf of the entire Dabur family, the promoters, the CEO, Mr. Mohit Malhotra, I really feel honored, and thank you very much for this award. It only gives us more faith in the fact that we are treading down the right path. So thank you for endorsing that belief in ourselves. Once again, thank you so much. While feeling proud, but also feel humble now that Sunil has said, sort of given us such a clear direction and purpose going forward. And thank you, Joji. Thank you to Business World, the entire team, and Go Nuts for endowing this award on us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. John.
Thank you very
Thank you, and many, many congratulations to you, Mr. John, and to the whole team of Dabur India. With that, I would also like to thank you, Noor, George, Mr. George, and Mr. Kumar for doing the honors and being part of this presentation. We'll call you shortly back on screen, but till then, we will be moving forward. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.